A few years ago, I noticed my vision getting blurry, and things I do every day, like reading and driving, were becoming more difficult. I thought it was part of getting older, but I was wrong. I have a disease called age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. It's the leading cause of blindness in people 55 and older. The good news is there are treatments that can reduce vision loss from AMD. Plus, there are things you can do now to lower your risk of getting it in the first place. The Foundation Fighting Blindness provides information about preventing and managing AMD. Call the Foundation today at 800-585-0516 for a free AMD packet and take the first step toward protecting your vision. I'm thankful I found out about my AMD early enough to still be able to drive and see the faces of my loved ones. Call 800-585-0516 and get your free AMD packet. You'll be glad you did.
Let's take a look at the scores from earlier today on the women's side. And Culver Stockton won again. They defeated Evangel 56-53. That game was in Canton today. Peru State went to Abilene, won 72-58. How about that one?
They beat the Avila girls
at Avila.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the score they've got here. 72-58.
Wow.
Was the score there.
I bet you Ward had a bunch of points there.
So Peru won that one. Baker won at Graceland quite handily. It looks like 78-40 was the final there. Of course, Mid-American Nazarene won here 74-50. And then Benedictine knocked off Central Methodist 67-57.
The only, I look at Evangel, the women, the only thing worse than driving from Canton to Springfield would be driving Canton to Springfield after losing the game.
Well, so Valley find themselves, I can't remember who else was, do you have the women's going in? We were 1-, so Graceland's 0-7 now. Valley's 1-5. Peru's 3-4.
Culver's 3-4.
Culver's 3-4. So the Vikings now are 2 games behind in that 8th spot. Avila falls to 3-4. Evangel 3-3. Baker 4-2. Benedictine 1. They're 5-1. Mid-American 1. They're 6-1. And Central lost at 5-2. So Vikings now are 2 games out of that 8th spot. So I think you're going to have to at least get one of the 2 coming up this week, either Benedictine or Avila, both here at home.
Well, the Viking, it's a shame because the Viking ladies, they could have won the game down at Central the other night. And they played a very good first half here today. They were very sluggish offensively the second half, but really played a very good first half and led most of the first half before MidAm grabbed that lead right before half. But, Mid-America, both their men's and women's teams, outstanding. And we talked about this being Murderers Row coming down with Central Methodist, Mid-America, Benedictine on Monday night, another very good girls team. They got a big win over Central today. And then Avila, the veteran coach Larry Williams, they come here next Thursday night.
And they lost today at home, so they're going to be hungry. Evangel's at Culver in a men's game today. Culver lost their first one the other night at Graceland. They're 5-1 now. Evangel is 5-1, so there's a 3-way tie at the top. Mid-America has a 1-point lead, and the other 2 teams are playing this afternoon in Canton.
I think that Evangel-Culver game will be a pretty good barometer of how good Culver-Stockton really is. We think they're pretty good, but they haven't played Mid-America yet. They have not played Evangel, playing Evangel today, so that'll be a pretty good test.
Peru at Avila, of course. Peru 1-5, and Avila is a 1-5, so big game there toward the bottom. Baker at Graceland. Graceland 2-4. Baker 2-4 today. And CMU at Benedictine. CMU 4-2. Benedictine at 3-2. So that ought to be an interesting matchup there as well.
Well, and I've heard Jeff Sherman said it Thursday night, and Rocky Lamar said it earlier this afternoon. He says he thinks there's probably as good a balance from top to bottom, and at least on the men's side. They weren't talking about the ladies. They didn't know. They were talking about the men's side. They said they thought there was very good balance.
Yeah. I think there is, and I think these scores are starting to show it. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about some other sports taking place at Valley. We'll be right back.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know you're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself.
But take that first step. You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Well, next Thursday night, of course, we have a game Monday night here. Benedictine teams will be here, 5:30 and 7:30. And then on Thursday night, it's the Alumni Social, and that's always a fun event.
Oh, that'd be fun. We encourage anybody in the area, anybody that can be here, to come out. We'd love to see you. And we appreciate, we had some nice comments from Gabby Morales' parents today.
Yep.
We always enjoy it when you parents come by. We talked to Laura Brown's mom. She came across a few weeks ago and talked to us, got to meet her, very nice lady. So we appreciate all you parents who tune in and listen, and we certainly enjoy talking about your sons and daughters and Valley basketball. It's a lot of fun.
So come on out and join us on Thursday night. Also on Thursday night, this ought to be rather interesting. Former Missouri Valley College men's soccer player Pedro Franco, who's now playing for the Rochester Lancers of the Major Indoor Soccer League. They're playing the Missouri Comets at the Independence Center next Thursday night, 7:30. Franco, who of course was named the 2010 Heart of America Athletic Conference Defensive Player of the Year and received all conference and all-American honors during his career, playing for that Rochester team. So they'll be playing at that center in Independence. So I know the coaches and some of the soccer followers will be going up there Thursday night, and that's good to see him doing well.
Yeah, congratulations to him, and I hope a lot of people from this area maybe can get up and watch that game. That'd be soccer getting bigger and bigger in this area all the time.
Other scores or other events this weekend, both wrestling teams, men's and women's, are competing in the NAIA National Duels in Springfield, Illinois today and tomorrow. And men's volleyball gets started. They'll go to Graceland tomorrow to take on the Yellow Jackets there. So that's what's happening as far as the weekend in sports at Missouri Valley. Both teams are back out on the court, 43-42. Mid-America with the lead, second half coming up.
This is the sound of a brand new outdoor grill being hurled off a 20-story building. Now a stylish glass coffee table. An electric guitar. These are the things you could enjoy, all cast into oblivion. Because when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have bought with it. Visit EnergySavers.gov and get tips on how to save energy and money. Then do things like switch to Energy Star light bulbs or Energy Star appliances, and you could save hundreds of dollars a year. So this doesn't happen to the recliner you've had your eye on, or this to the treadmill on your wish list, or this to the shiny new bike your kid's been asking for. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
In this world, to get ahead, you've got to be connected. And getting connected to the internet is essential to improving your future. Without it, you're missing vital opportunities for a better life.
Broadband helps me access my son's report cards and provides him with easy access to information. I want him to graduate and make something of himself. Broadband gives him the tools to learn more and keeps me in the know.
Getting connected to the internet means a better tomorrow for our children. It could mean finding a job that lets you provide for your family. It could even have a profound impact on your health care.
I'm a diabetic, so I just learned how to keep in contact with my doctor on the internet.
The National Urban League wants you to get connected. Call 1-866-765-9118 or visit changeyourtomorrow.org. Connect today. Change your tomorrow. This public service announcement made possible through funding from the America Recovery and Reinvestment Act, One Economy, and the BBOC.
One other score that we have from halftime, I believe, from Chad Jenkins at Mid-America Nazarene. It looks like Evangel's leading Culver 45-33 at the break in Canton.
I'll tell you, Evangel's a pretty good team.
Yeah, they're
a pretty good team.
All right, here we go. Second half underway. Valley down by a point, but with a basketball. Epps gives it off to Stander. Stander to Pope. Pope stops. 10-footer good from the right side, and Vikings regain the lead. Pope's first field goal of the ball game, 44-43.
Good movement. They got James open right in the middle of the lane, wide open jumper, and he knocked it down. That's good to see a start like that.
Dowd at the top of the key, goes high post to Jacob French. French holds it, still holding it. Now got to Dowd. Dowd working against Stander in the lane, spins, gives it back out to Clark. Clark free throw line, 15-footer good. And that's the first field goal for David Clark. And it's 45-44, back and forth we go. Epps top of the key. Works around the screen, takes it baseline. Now is going to be held on the floor on the arm by David Clark, his first.
Way up so quick. He turned that corner on the baseline, and Clark just couldn't get out of the way, I don't think. Jordan just too quick.
45-44. Law Brown will inbound. He gets it into Pope. Back out to Michael Connor. Connor into Law Brown. 14 first half points. Jump hook. Make it 16. Little jump hook with the right hand. 46-45.
The man is in a zone.
Langer baseline fadeaway. Got it. Pretty move by Connor Langer. He's in double figures with 11. 47-46. Now it's MidAm's turn to take the lead.
He and Rustin Dowd seem to have big games every time we play them. They both just seem to step up. Maybe they like us or don't like us. I don't know which.
Well, they play well. Connor, free throw line extended, double team. Law Brown, 15-footer. Got it! Hey, he has 18 now. 48-47. Has to be his career high. I don't have that number, but it has to be. Now top of the key is Luke Thomas. Thomas guarded by Pope. Swings it off to Dowd on the right wing. Dowd holds it there. 48-47, Valley. Top of the circle, it's Dowd. Dowd gives it off now to Jacob French. French to Dowd. Swings it back to Langer. Langer back out to Dowd. Shot clock at 5. Dowd, top of the key. Don't foul him. Gives it off. Here's a long three on the way. It's going to be short. That's a shot clock violation, as Luke Thomas took a shot from the outside, hit the net, did not hit the rim. That's a shot clock violation.
Well, great defense by the Vikings. No penetration at all that time by Mid-America. Vikings forced them out beyond the arc all the way around. They didn't come close to getting a good shot there.
So, 48-47, 2 minutes gone in the half.
They need to stretch this out a little bit.
Here's Epps. Epps, top of the key to Connor. Gives it off now to Stander. Stander back to Michael. Connor on the wing right side. Pope gives it out back to Stander. Stander. French comes out on him. Stander behind the back with a dribble. Drives left side. Stops. Nice entry pass to Pope. Hit the shoulder fake. Takes it up and scores.
Kevin Stander, what a nice job of reversing directions, coming back the other way. A perfect pass into James Pope. He's got 4 in the second half.
And now foul is driving into the lane. Let's see who picked
Lawrence
up
Brown,
foul.
I think that's going to be Lawrence.
Law tried to draw the charge. I don't think he quite got there.
That's going to be Lawrence's 3rd foul. So, boy, we don't need him out of there. He's got 18 points, and he's been on fire offensively.
Well, Chad's going to take him out for at least a little while.
Yeah, you really have to take him out right
especially
now.
Especially with 17-28.
Yeah. You need to give him a breather and calm him down a little bit.
French hits the first free throw. By the way, I look across the way and I don't see Coach Lance's kids, and I understand that Jace and Jada, Jace is on his way to his basketball games. They're here every week, but they're not here today.
They're out here. One of them's dancing, one of them's out on the floor shooting usually.
We'll say hi to them and on their way to his game, and good luck with his game today. And they'll be here back with us on Monday night, I am sure. And young man usually sits right by us.
He does.
Keeps us in line.
Nice young guy. Enjoy talking to him.
So both to Jace and Jada.
And Jada's quite a dancer.
Yep. And here's a ball knocked away from Stander, and Dowd takes it the length of the court and lays it in. 51-50. Quickly Stander the other way, and he's going to be fouled by Langer at midcourt, as both teams going up and down this basketball court as quickly as they can get there.
Well, and Stander almost got a steal from Dowd in that last layup. Just barely missed it, like a pass defender going for a wide receiver. Just almost got a hand on the ball, but then Dowd got it and took it in to give him the lead. But then the Vikings draw the foul coming the other way. And, Michael got those 2 quick fouls in the first half. He started, but really hadn't played that much, and he could be a big factor in this game.
Yeah, I think the officials must be thinking they're doing a good job. Both coaches are complaining.
Yeah.
On the same play.
Yeah. Nobody's happy. I'm doing a great job.
Here's Stander between the between the circle, swings it right side, Michael Connor. Connor back to Epps. Epps drives right side in the lane, little floater, got it, and he was fouled, but they're not going to count it. They're going to say the foul before the shot.
I think that's probably a good call.
A nice little floater inside that lane. Foul is on David Clark, his second. We see here, and we're looking at some of the messages on our live stream, and someone has the Evangel Culver game on. And you and I were talking about this earlier, Joe. It says, looks like the Culver gym is packed, stands are full, people standing 3 deep. Might be the biggest crowd in the history of Culver. We knew with that excitement in Canton, they were going to have a huge crowd.
Yeah, we talked about that Thursday night. We go up there a week from this coming Thursday.
They are really getting some crowds, and they're playing Evangel today, and it's just absolutely packed in Canton. That's great for Jack Schrader and his club.
That's good for that whole school, whole community.
Here's Epps, free throw line extended right, loses the handle, picked up by French. He'll fire it down to Clark, goes in for the jam. It's partially blocked by Kevin Stander. The ball comes off. It'll be Viking ball, timeout.
What a play by Kevin Stander. I'm not sure if he blocked it, but he went up so high that David Clark was trying to jam it, had to completely alter his shot and missed it. Well, I tell you, Kevin Stander, if you're ever going to give a hustle award, there's no doubt he'll be the man.
Rocky Lamar wants to know. He thought that was either foul or goaltend. That ball went hard off the glass. The one who grabbed the rim was David Clark. But Stander just went up and he just altered that shot. It came off the backboard.
I think Clark shot it. I think Clark tried to shoot. I saw no contact.
And then he grabbed the rim on the way down. That ball just shot off the backboard.
You know, we say hustle award, but this whole Viking team plays hard. I mean, everybody on this team goes 100%. But I tell you, Kevin Stander, he sacrifices his body so many times. How did he get up as high as he did? I mean, David Clark, they list him at 6'5", and he's a good leaper. And I mean, Stander was right up there with him, and Kevin only listed at 5'10", and I'm not sure he's that tall.
So, 51-50, Pioneers, 16:27 to go.
So it'll be our ball, down by 1. But boy, great job by the Vikings to prevent us stuff.
Deotta, Pope, Stander, Epps, Connor on the floor. At the top of the key, Epps gives it to Stander. Stander comes out high for it. Pope pops out to the top of the key. Now to Stander, or rather to Epps, tries to split a double team, and a foul's going to be whistled on MNU.
And that Jacob, that's on
Clark again.
Yeah, Clark, and they didn't like that call. That's his third foul. So David Clark getting into a little bit of foul trouble. He's trying to hang with Jordan Epps. I think they can maybe put a bigger guy on him, but now Clark's going to come out. It looks like Justin Collard checking into the lineup for MidAm.
How would you like to just sit in the stands and have about 10 of these guys say, hey, we're just going to play pickup basketball on a Sunday afternoon, and you guys come play? There'd be some shots made, wouldn't there?
Oh, wow.
Some of these players on the floor today.
There's some real athletes out here. It's amazing how much the game has changed.
Yep. Now, illegal screen on Nick Deotta, his first foul. But just to watch these guys, Dowd and Epps and Stander, some of the moves they can make, Langer, it'd be fun just to watch a pickup
I'd like to watch Dowd and Epps play one-on-one.
I'd be tired just watching those two play. Justin Collard checks in. Collard with a left-handed dribble out by the Viking to the middle of the floor and swings it to Langer on the left side. Underneath, good strong move, reverse layup, hits the bottom of the glass for Newton.
And then French, wide open follow, missed it. Well, the Vikes really dodged a huge bullet. Newton got too far under, hit the bottom of the backboard, and then French missed a crip.
And now the Vikings give it to Pope, top of the key. That one rims in and out. Deotta taps it, but he taps it out of bounds.
Very unlucky. Nick Deotta could have got an over-the-back call right there. I think they just said he knocked it out of bounds, so he avoids the foul.
51-50, MNU with the lead in the ball. 15:37 to go. Women from Mid-America won the first game. Right, close to a travel on French there. Now they get it inside again. Good, strong move. The basket is good by Newton, and a foul. Well, he just lowered the shoulder and crashed into the lane. The foul is on Deliska, his third. So he and Law Brown both with 3 fouls.
Yeah, Newton is 6'4". He's a junior out of Crest, Kansas. Boy, he's another guy pretty well put together. And that, hate to see Deliska get his fourth, or his third, I guess.
As I mentioned, they shot 100 more free throws of their opponents coming in. And in this game, in the first half, they shot quite a few more than the Vikings did in the first half today.
So the lead up to 4. We got to need a bucket right here with 15:29 left to go in regulation.
Yeah, need a bucket and get right back into this thing. You don't want to let this talented bunch get much of a lead on you. Here's Connor, little weave, gets it top of the key. Now Stander open for three, didn't pull the trigger, bounce pass underneath the Pope. Good strong move, Pope turns, and he knocks one down from the low block. He has 6.
All 6 in the second half. Boy, and once again, great hustle as Kevin Stander comes flying across the Mid-America bench. I think did he leap over the bench that time?
He knocked that one away. The pass was intended for Langer, and he stepped in front and knocked it out.
I'm not sure he fouled anybody on the bench. I think he went right over the top of all of them.
And Jim Thomas comes in. Connor's going to leave. Also, Kendall Hayes is in the lineup now. 54-52, Pioneers. Collard between the circles. Will slow it down for one of the few times in the game for this club. Newton swings it around to Dowd. He'll try a baseline shot. It is short. Pope goes high for that rebound off to Stander, who hands it to Epps.
I don't know. Somebody must have said something to James Pope at halftime. Boy, he's come out of here really energized here to start this second half. He plays with high energy most of the time anyway.
Epps gives it off to Stander. Stander back to Epps, fakes the shot, looks, goes baseline, nothing there. Low block, it goes to Hayes. Skips it in the corner to Thomas. Back to Stander. Stander double team, has Pope open, but a foul is going to be called, a push on Dowd, I believe. That's his second foul. And let's see, Jason Gerritsen is in, and Weigel checks back in. Lucas Weigel, 6'7" senior. 54-52, Valley could tie or take the lead on this possession. It comes to Hayes. Hayes gets it back to Pope. Pope free throw line, thought about turning and shooting, but
yeah. He's in his zone right now.
Kicked it back out to Thomas. 26 on the shot clock. 14:25 to go. Thomas just inside the three-point line. Lets the left-handed shot fly. Won't go. Pope gets a hand on it, but Weigel pulls down the rebound. Quick outlet ahead to Langer. Langer, top of the key. Left side. They swing it to Collard. Collard down low. Newton takes Pope up. Missed it. Pope with a rebound. Back it comes to Stander.
Good job by the Vikes on the defensive end that time.
Stander. Top of the circle. Give and go underneath. Hayes fade away off the glass from the left side. And he has his first field goal, 4 points now. And we're tied. The other way, Langer, quick 10-footer, no good. Weigel with a rebound, lost it. Donaldson
James
gets
Pope. I think James
Pope's
going to get whistled for the foul. He just kind of got an elbow into Lucas Weigel. But, well, what a pass on the other end. Kevin Stander found Kendall Hayes wide open. Kendall slashed into the bucket. And, I mean, Kevin put that ball right there.
So it was a foul on the floor, and that is the third
on Hayes. I thought they were going to.
Collard will inbound, looks, and fires it all the way out high to Langer, who gives it now to Gerritsen. Jason, the 5'9" sophomore.
We're tied at 54, folks, in case you've just joined us.
Hooks it underneath the Weigel. He misses one from about 2 feet. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, and somebody had his arm.
I would hate to try to guard. I would hate to guard about 15 of the guys, 30 of the guys out here, but I would not want to guard Lucas Weigel. I think you'd have come out the worst for wear, at least on your body. He's a big, raw-boned young man.
Now James Pope picks up his third. So the Vikings now Pope, Brown, Deliska, and Hayes, all with 3 fouls.
All battling inside.
Inbounds pass. They get it to Langer. This time he drives the baseline and scores. And Langer with 13 points, 56-54, 13:22 to go. Both teams playing well, though. Here's Stander, top of the key. Stander, head and shoulder fake, gives it off to Hayes. Underneath the Pope, double team, fouled as he was going to turn to either kick it back outside, but foul, and the foul is going to be called on whom? Gerritsen, I believe.
Yeah, good ball movement by the Vikings that time. Good interior passing as Kendall Hayes spun and found James Pope down low. So both teams really moving the ball well, getting a lot of good shots. And I think that's one reason you look at the shooting percentage of Mid-America in the first half. They got some awful good shots around that bucket.
Dowd, French, and Thomas all back in. Give it into Stander. Kevin brings it back between the circles. 13 minutes to go, 56-54. MidAm with the lead. Way out by the timeline, right in front of us near the scorer's table is Stander. Now he'll take it across the other side. Give it out to Thomas. Jim at the top of the key, off to Stander. Stander left wing by the hash mark. Thomas pops out on him. Epps fires a three. He had Thomas right in his face and had to alter the shot, missed it badly. Dowd quickly to French. French leans in. Left hand. Oh, man, he was spinning back to his right. Flipped it up with the left hand as it was floating across the lane, and he made it.
He's in double figures now with 11.
58-54. Hayes top of the key. Off it comes to Thomas. Thomas, young man from St. Louis to Stander. 3 on the way. Got it. Big bucket for Stander. His second 3-point field goal.
Did you see where he came curled around that pick? Just a great job.
And now going in is French, and he's going to be called for the charge. He hit the bucket, but he is called for a charge as Stander held his ground and drew the charge.
Now, it's Kevin Stander that time, curled around a pick. Hit a 3 on the dead run and got all the way down to the baseline on the other end to draw a charge. You talk about that, that's hustle.
58-57. Rocky Lamar wanted a blocking foul, didn't get the call.
Well, we've seen Kevin Stander on nights where he's really lit it up from the outside. Nice shot that last time.
Well, maybe they can do it tonight and knock this team off. Take another team out of first place. Now, let's see who they're going to call this one. There was really a battle going on with Lawrence Brown and Brandon Newton.
Yeah, that's a good call because Brandon Newton was not letting Lawrence Brown was just trying to flash across the lane, and Newton was not letting him move. So that was a good call right there.
Law Brown, 18 points, the 6'8 junior out of Chicago.
And the Vikings will be in the 1-1 the rest of the night. We're down to 12:02 left, and that's the 8th team foul on the Mid-America.
Deotta will check in. Law Brown, first free throw, rolls around. Oh! The roll. When you're hot, you're hot.
Hey, it's his night.
That ball hit the front of the rim, the left side, the back of the rim, the left side, and then rolled in.
If Law can hit this one, he'll have a 20-point game.
Tied again at 58. Back and forth we go. And this one is in.
Both of those balls looked like they were coming out, and they both had dropped right down through the cord.
20 points for Law Brown. Vikings back up now. That's 5 straight points for Valley. Here's Newton. Strong move. Goes baseline to Thomas. He can't score, but he's fouled. As he drives the baseline. Got a nice feed from Newton. Foul is going to be called on Deotta.
Well, and you look at him, Luke Thomas, he stands 6'8". You got Lucas Weigel, they list him at 6'7". French is 6'6". I mean, and they all move very well, and they're just tough inside.
Thomas, first free throw is short. Barely grazed the front iron. He won't hear it from the Valley students.
No, they're going to know number 33 the rest of the night, I think.
They'll be quiet on that one. Here they come with the air ball chant now. And that one, as you might expect, was too strong, but a lane violation. Boy, you just can't do that. You can't. Remember the last time he was at the line, he got 3
Vikings have done
attempts.
That's the 3rd violation with Luke Thomas at the line.
I don't know if he's doing a little something that makes him think he's going to shoot or what.
Doodling or something out there. I'm not sure.
And he missed this one, and now this is a lane violation on MNU. I watched when he gets ready to shoot, he kind of a little hitch in his shot, and that might be getting everybody off just a little bit. Nonetheless,
Luke Thomas, the leading scorer on this team with a 14.5 average. Tonight he has 2 points. He's 2 out of 7 from the line.
Yeah. So here's Stander outside for 3. He hits the deck. Ball does not go down. Rebound to French. French quickly gives it off to Collard. Collard fires one in the corner to Dowd, right side. Dowd spins baseline, cut off by Law Brown. Back out to Collard. 11:29 to go, 59-58 Valley. Dowd fakes the 3, goes baseline. Now Deotta cuts him off. Good job. But the big guys on Dowd. There's a pass underneath to Thomas. Reaching around. Law Brown picks up number 4.
Yep, that'd be 3. That'd be 4 on Lawrence. Though it's impressive, Ken, you look, the Viking cheerleaders all the way down the baseline on the north side. We've got the dance squad cheering on the other side. Coach Kristen Liming does a great job with that cheerleading bunch. And that they're going to make a difference in this game. I mean, they're spread all the way across that baseline down on the far side.
And I think on February 2nd, a Saturday, we will host Missouri Valley will host the conference cheerleading contest. Oh, free throw, no good. Newton had it. Boy, it looked like he was fouled, and now no call, and now French is going to be called for a foul on Thomas, and he's upset.
Yeah, Luke Thomas misses yet another free throw, so Vikes have kind of got him out of his element. He's a good player, very good player, just having trouble. Now they call a T. I believe they call a technical foul.
On French,
It's on Newton, I believe.
It's either Newton or French. French was very upset.
I don't know. Yeah,
it's going to be called on French. He was down. You could just see it on his face as he walked. Well, they get the foul to him. I guess they're going to call the technical on Newton.
Brandon Newton, I think. Yeah, so both guys will draw a foul on that because the technical does count as a personal foul, and that'll put the Vikings. It should be a double bonus situation. That should be either the 10th foul. I guess maybe they don't put the technical up till after the free throws are shot. I don't know, but
it does count as a personal foul.
There goes now the 10. That's 10. So that's the Vikes will be shooting 2 on all fouls from here on out.
Jordan Epps at the line and misses the first one.
He'll have one. That's Jordan's first trip to the line. He's got 11 points all in the first half.
Jordan, a 77% free throw shooter, and got the second one there. Got up on his tiptoes, knocked that one down. He has 12. So it's 60-58. Now Valley there's a timeout on the floor. So 60-58, 11:15 to go. This is for the second straight game. The Vikings played a great game, I thought, at CMU and won on the road Thursday for the first conference win. And here they are battling a very good MNU team. It's a 2-point game with 11:15 to go.
Well, we should have 2 free throws coming up here in just a minute. I think is it Jim Thomas? I'm not sure, but somebody's going to be at the line for 2. We can knock 2 more down. We can go back up by 4 with 11:15 left. So I tell you, the Vikings playing very well. And boy, MidAm really having trouble right around the basket right now. They're getting some good shots in there. It just seems like that basket on the north end has a lid on it for them.
And it is, and that's the open end. And what they do here is on the south end, the curtain comes down. This is a big field house if you have not been here. And on the north side, they used to have a curtain but they've decided in the last couple of years to leave that open because a lot of people are up in the balcony standing. That's where the officers are. A lot of people up there watching the basketball game. So they leave that end open. And that's the end where the visiting team shoots in the second half.
That one male Viking cheerleader just did about 6 flips in a row down the floor.
Make me dizzy.
I was dizzy just watching him, yeah.
So there's a good student crowd here this afternoon.
Well, and if the Vikings play like this, they'll get good crowds every time. We've had pretty good crowds all year, but you'll see even more and more people coming out and watching this team if they'll play like they are this afternoon, like they did Thursday night, and they really played a couple of great games.
Now, Jim Thomas will be at the line. Let's see, Jim has just a couple of points.
2 big free throws here, though.
Yeah, they're talking about the foul on the foul on French was the personal foul. The technical was on Newton. The 2 shots by Epps were for the technical, and now we're back to regular play where Jim Thomas will be shooting 2 shots here, as that was the 10th personal foul on the Pioneers.
Now all of a sudden it gets deathly quiet in here.
But that's what they're discussing, and everything's going to plan right now. Yeah, that's the 10th foul. It'll be 2 shots. Foul was at midcourt. And see, I think what they're talking about, that was only the 9th foul, but the technical does count. But Thomas misses this one, so.
Come on, Jim.
So they're both, after the technical, there are 2 fouls, 2 shots. 60-58 Valley. Thomas, the left-hander, St. Louis. Free throw, missed them both, and
Vikes get 1 out of 4 that time. Now they get a steal. Standard steps in and gets a steal.
Standard took it away from Luke Thomas. So Standard says, all right, can't hit a free throw. Let's just get the ball back. Epps off to Thomas, top of the key. He'll try a 3. Got it! He says, forget the free throw. I'll bury a 3.
He was just too close on that free throw. Got to get him out a little further. Boy, he buried that tray.
63-58. One of the largest leads of the game for the Vikings as we're down to 10:47. Dowd pounding that basketball. Gives it off to French. Fires it all the way across left side to Langer. Langer picked up by Epps. Now they go low to Thomas. Thomas spins around, puts it up, blocked by DeLiska. He got around to Diatta, but DeLiska blocked the shot out of bounds.
Yeah, nice quick spin move that time by Luke Thomas, and good thing DeLiska switched over to help out. Nice block by Lionel, but a quick move by Luke.
13 on the shot clock. Dowd will inbound to Thomas, back to Dowd on the baseline. Good cut off by Diatta, so he'll bring it back out. 6 on the shot clock now. Here's Langer. Free throw line. Tough 15-footer. Got it. Wow.
Boy,
from the elbow, and I mean, he was twisting and turning, and somehow that thing went in.
Connor Langer's a good ball player. That was a very tough shot that time, and he had made up his mind he was going to put that one up. They felt the team needed it.
Here's Epps all the way. Gets a nice pass to DeLiska, but it is knocked away. Boy, Epps drew the double team, got it to Deliscus. He went up someone's quick hand, knocked that out of bounds. I think it might have been Luke Thomas. Vikings get it underneath.
Well, you know, and Epps, as time goes on, he's going to draw more and more double teams, and there'll be people underneath as people switch to pick him up.
10:07 to go, and it comes to Thomas. Now it comes to Stander. Stander leans in on Langer. Now backs away with the dribble between the circles. Works the right side. Here he comes all the way to the rack. Lost it out of bounds.
Oh, no. Said he kicked it.
And they say kicked it out.
He kicked it, yep.
63-60. Valley by 3. Pioneers with the ball.
Very intense game. Both teams playing very hard, very physical game. And this Mid-America team's a good team, no doubt about it.
Down with the left-handed dribble, left side. Hooks it underneath to Thomas. Backs his way and may have got away with a walk. Now around to Langer, long three to tie it, missed it. Rebound, Thomas goes up on Diata, off the glass, no good. Stander tips it, but it was last touched, I believe, by French or Thomas. Vikings get it back.
Yeah, good battle inside. That time a nice offensive rebound as Thomas went right over the top and Nick Diata to get that offensive board, but then missed the stick back, and the Vikes there to clean it up. So Vikes with a 3-point lead, they've got the ball. Under 10 minutes.
Directing traffic. Now they give it out to Thomas, just outside the free throw line, works it to Epps. Boy, they're all over Epps. In it comes to Diata. Diata turns in the lane, fade away, got it. The big guy from Senegal knocks it down. And it's 65-60. Quickly up court, here's Clark. Clark working against Epps. Top of the key to Thomas. Now to Langer in the lane. Kicks it out to Dowd, sets the feet, fires in the corner, missed it. Long rebound to French. Back to Langer, top of the key. He missed it. Rebound underneath comes to who? Stander! And he is fouled by Dowd. Did someone tell Kevin Stander he's not 5'10"?
Well, I'm going to tell you, Luke Thomas went over his back on that rebound, and Kevin got it anyway. But, boy, great job that time by Kevin.
Wow. How about Diata, the confidence of that shot in the lane? 65-60 Valley.
And that's Rustin Dowd's third foul. I tell you, it's good to see the Vikes getting offense from their big men inside. You know, they really, Lawrence Brown, that 20-point game, big shot by Diata. Deliscus stepped up, and Stander knocks down the first free throw, and Kevin now has 11 points, and boy, he's playing one whale of a game here this afternoon.
He'll have another free throw here, 8:54 to go.
Crowd giving Luke Thomas a hand as he goes off the floor.
Chad Lance, the thumbs up to Diata, saying, that's what I'm talking about, big guy. Take that shot. Both free throws good by Stander. Valley up 67-60. 8:52 to go as David Clark right side. Now top of the key to French. Drives inside the lane. Puts it up with the left hand. It won't go, but he's fouled.
I tell you, French has impressed me here tonight. He's gone to the bucket very well. He's a left-hander, just kind of slashes in there, changes directions well, and that time slithered his way down through the middle to draw the two-shot foul.
I don't know if he slithered or like a Mack truck going down that lane, but he got in there.
He got in there, yeah. It's third foul on Jim Thomas.
French at the line and gets the first one down. And that's going to bring Justin Collard off the bench. Langer's going to take a seat. 67-61, 8:47 left. Good game. And French knocks them both down, young man. 6'6" senior makes it 67-62, 8:45 to go. Hayes back into the game. Kendall Hayes, Thomas. Good ball movement by the Vikings. Epps splits a double team, takes it to the free throw line. 15-footer, rolls off. Boy, he won't miss that shot very often. Now Weigel loses the ball. Diata dives for it. Thomas has it. He has a shot block. And down court all by himself is French. They get him the ball, and he's fouled by Epps.
Good foul by Epps. That's a great play by Rustin Dowd here on this end. He got that block on, was it Kevin Stander? Tried to go up, and Dowd got it clean. Dowd playing with 3 fouls. Then on the other end, a nice defensive play by Jordan Epps. That was all he could do, is foul Jacob French.
French was down there kind of cherry picking because there was a lot of action going on right by the Viking bench. And once the ball was collected by the Pioneers, he was down there by himself, and he knocks down another free throw.
When French has knocked down 3 in a row, he's bringing this team back into the game now. That's a 4-point game.
Once again, they've been in the free throw a lot tonight. Yeah. And can you believe another lane violation? That free throw is no good as one of the Pioneers in the lane. That is by 1, 2, 5 lane violations.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a lot of officials probably don't even watch that, so these guys must be paying pretty close attention to it tonight, which you're supposed to,
Here's Epps, gives it off to Hayes. Hayes tries a 3. It's a little long. Rebound Dowd. Dowd with the rebound, head up as he brings it down court, bumping with Stander. Dowd didn't like what he saw inside, so he brings it all the way out to the Viking.
He's the general. He's the general on this team.
67-63. Three straight points by the Pioneers. They've got the ball again. Clark, top of the key. Here's French driving in left side, off the glass, missed it. Rebound, got it back, missed it. Rebound, Diatta.
Well, Vikes dodge another bullet on the inside. 2 good looks down in the paint for MidAm, and French just couldn't quite get it to drop.
7:34 to go, and Valley wants a timeout. 67-63, 7:33 to go. We've got a heck of a game going on here.
Yeah,
you know,
both teams playing very well.
When you talk to Rocky Lamar, you talk to Jeff Sherman, you talk to Chad Lance, they talk about the belts of this conference. All right, here you are. You have Valley 1-4 in the league, just trying to get out of the basement, and you have MidAm at 5-1, and they are going toe-to-toe like a big heavyweight fight. Forget the records.
Well, and I think really one thing you can see today, that win over Central Methodist on Thursday night gave this team a whale of confidence. They're playing much more, believe in themselves, I think, much more today than they did before that game Thursday night. And it really, that was a big one for them there. And it's good to see that it's carried over to today. And you're right, this Mid-America team, and they're ranked pretty high in the nation. And Vikings going toe-to-toe with them. In fact, lead them by 4 points with under 8 minutes left in the game.
And you folks that are listening and watching, and the MidAm, Mid-America Nazarene fans, will be out your way on the 16th of February, a Saturday. And come on out if you're going to be in Olathe that day, because I'll tell you, you will enjoy watching these two teams battle.
Yeah, that'd be a good matchup, and this has been a good one here. And another big one up in Canton today. Evangel taking on Culver Stockton, 2 teams with only 1 loss. So a lot of good games in this Heart of America, both on the men's and women's side.
We'll try to get you another. Maybe Chad Jenkins could get us another update on that game going on in Canton.
If you didn't hear, Evangel had a pretty convincing lead at halftime.
67-63. Here's Epps. Now to Hayes. Jim Thomas with it, guarded by Dowd. He brings it back middle of the floor. Thought about the shot, hooks it underneath to Hayes. Baseline, puts it up, it's an air ball. Weigel with a rebound. Good balance on the baseline, gets it to Dowd. Dowd quickly pushes it ahead to Collard. Collard trying to lob it in low, and a foul on Diatta, his third. 7:09 to go, 67-63, and back to the line goes Jacob French. What do you have, 7 out of 10? 7 out of 10 from the line?
I've got him 6. 6 out of, he missed that, got a violation on that last. I had him 6 out of 9, I think.
Okay.
I might have missed one.
Here's the free throw, and it's good.
Nice, 7 out of 10.
Yeah. 67-64, and they're coming back with the free throws via the free throw line, and Jacob French. Next one on the way. He caught them both. Well, let's don't foul him anymore.
No, he's bringing this team back from the line, really doing a good job there, and we've got a 2-point game.
7 minutes to go. Epps will bring it up. He's played a lot of minutes in this game. Swings it around to Thomas. Thomas now to Stander. Stander takes it left side through the trees, has it knocked away. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by French, and he's going to complain. He thought it went off Stander, but Stander lost it. French had it, and Stander knocked it off of his leg out of bounds.
Did you see Kevin split that double team, though? He just blew right down through the middle of 2. I mean, when he gets going, he's not going to be denied.
67-65. We haven't scored for a few trips. We need a bucket. Diatta, bad pass as he throws it right to French, who's really taken over. Dowd, long pass ahead to Clark. Clark works left side, back to French. Little roll in the lane, good, and he scored about the last 7 points, I think. French has, and we're tied at 67 with 6:39 left.
French, I've got him for 18 in the game.
Well, how long do you leave Lawrence Brown on the bench now?
Yeah, Lawrence has 20 for the Vikes.
He's got four fouls, and he'll be coming back in shortly. Here's Stander in the lane. He puts up a runner that won't go, but he'll shoot a couple of free throws.
Tied at 67. Boy, the people that have come out this afternoon have gotten their money's worth. We hope the weather's okay for the drive home, but it's been a fun afternoon.
Foul is on Clark, his 4th. 67 all, 6:26 left.
And Lionel DeLisca gets set to check back in for the Vikings. So for the Vikings right now, it's Diatta, Pope, Stander, Thomas, and Jordan Epps on the floor. DeLisca about to enter.
Here's the free throw. Missed it. Kevin Stander, his first miss from the line.
Vikes have missed some throws here lately. They missed 3 out of 4 during that technical possession. Got to knock these down.
Rocky Lamar is really giving it to one of the officials here.
I'd say when he talks, they listen.
Yeah.
Well, Chad, too. And Chad, they listen to Chad also, I know.
I wouldn't mind seeing him get technical about a minute ago.
No.
They won't do that. Stander hits the second one. They know what a good coach knows what they can say and what they can't.
Kevin Stander, 13 points now. Good game for him.
And a good official will listen to a coach.
Oh, yeah, especially
Here's
a tight game like
pass
this.
Underneath. Nice job as they get it into Clark. Good pass from Collard, and now the Pioneers lead at 69-68. Still have 6 minutes to go.
Pretty athletic move that time by David Clark. That was a tough shot.
Epps out front to Michael Connor. Almost struck that pivot foot. Thought about picking it up and didn't.
Michael has not scored in the game.
No, he's been kind of quiet. I don't know if he's
he got foul trouble early.
Yeah, a little foul trouble. DeLisca way out high. Now they give it to Epps. Epps left side. Can't get away from Weigel. Now he'll take it baseline. Kick it off into the corner. Here's a three by Stander. He hits the deck, and the ball goes out of bounds. Dowd can't save it. It'll be Viking ball. Rocky Lamar is
he's itching for one.
He is getting close to a tee. 69-68. MNU with the lead. DeLisca will inbound the ball. We need a bucket. We haven't had one for a while. DeLisca over the top to Pope. Pope double team. Kicks it out to Connor. The Vikings with a fresh 35 will reset. 5:30 to go. Pope top of the key. Now to Stander. Stander on the left wing. Out front to DeLisca, who hands it for Connor. Connor looks inside for Pope. Weigel comes out on him. Back to Epps. 18 on the shot clock. Epps backs away to the hash mark on the far side. Now he gets around French. Takes it inside the lane. Fade away. 15. What a shot.
That was just one-on-one dribble basketball. Jordan Epps dribbled through 2 or 3 guys and knocks down a 15-footer to give the Vikes a lead again.
Another lead change. Here come the Pioneers. Outside shot is good by David Clark, the left-hander. 71-70. MNU, 4:52 to go.
The left-handers, French and Clark, taking over from Mid-America here down the stretch.
Here comes Epps. Epps around a screen by DeLisca. Top of the key, has Pope open. Now they find DeLisca wide open underneath. Pope found him. DeLisca laid it off the glass. 72-71 Valley.
Great job of reversing the ball by the Vikings and finding DeLisca coming down that backside. Good ball movement.
Dowd and Connors bump at midcourt. No call. Dowd uses his right arm to push off. Still with a dribble. 4:22 to go. Vikings all over him. Back to Clark. Clark swings around. Collar to push up at 3. Hit it! Collard buries a 3. He has 7. It's 74-72. 4:10 to go.
Well, nice. That big shot that time by Justin Collard. He was wide open and he didn't hesitate. He squared up and knocked it down.
Pope top of the key to Connor. Connor top of the circle. He thought about driving the lane, didn't do it. Now Stander's open. He can't hit it. Rebound Weigel.
Good look. Good look.
Weigel gives it off to Dowd. 2-point lead for MNU in the ball. Dowd wants to clear that left side. Looks down low. Not there. Back out to Collard. He traveled with it. No, going to have a foul. I heard the whistle. Thought maybe he took a step.
I think he did shuffle his feet. There was some contact underneath, I believe.
Well, foul is going to be called on Stander. His first foul.
No.
3:45 left.
That's amazing. As hard as Kevin Stander's played, to only have one foul.
So at the free throw line, it'll be David Clark.
David's got, I've got him for 8 points in the game, 6 of those here in the second half, 4 of them in the last 2 minutes.
Well, he and French have really taken over here. Clark got this one, and they are knocking down their free throws, and they have shot a bunch of them tonight.
Lawrence Brown comes back in. Lionel DeLisca will take a seat.
75-72, 3:45 to go. And Clark hits them both.
Well, Vikes need a big shot here.
Yeah.
It's a 4-point game in under 4 minutes, so we really need a bucket this time.
Big possession here and a timeout.
Good call by Coach
Land. Sense a timeout coming there. But what a game this has been. I don't have the lead changes. I don't know if our stat crew will have that or not after the game, but it's been incredible. 76-72. How about the job French has done lately here, Clark? And for the Vikings, I tell you, Epps and, wow, just Kevin Stander, just everybody that's played tonight from both teams. This has been a heck of a
You're going to have some guys after this game that are going to have trouble making it to the locker room. They're going to be so tired. I mean, both teams have played extremely hard.
Good ball game. Glad all of you can be with us as the Vikings and the Pioneers do battle. The big football game this afternoon in the third quarter. Denver leading Baltimore 28-21. That in the Mile High city of Denver.
I'm counting their free throws.
Yeah, that's a bunch. There are a bunch.
I got them 26 out of 35. That's unofficial.
Probably about right.
I'm
26 out of 35 and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. I think the Vikings have taken 16.
I'll count theirs too.
I think that's unofficial, but just a quick glance, it looked like about 16.
We've hit 10. 10 out of 11, 12, 13, 14. Must have been 14 or 15. Yeah, probably 16 is probably right.
Something like that. So 76-72. Good timeout by Chad Lance. We're down to 3:39. Plenty of possessions left, but you've got to stay close to this MNU club. Epps working against Cobbler to hit a big three moments ago.
Vikes need a bucket here. Got to get it, get it down to a one-possession game.
Stander brings it between the circles. What an effort that young man has put out there tonight. Here's Epps. Epps has 14 points. They trap him out high. He gets around the screen by Law Brown. Spins in the lane. Flips it.
Oh, man.
I don't know how. I don't know. He spun, flipped it up on the right side, got the English to get it over the lip of the rim. What a shot.
That spin move was poetic.
Woo.
That was beautiful.
What a shot.
Oh, wow.
French
you don't coach that shot. That's just natural ability.
Clark now to Dowd inside the three-point line. Missed it. Long rebound. Epps. Vikings have it, 2:54 to go. Whew.
Wow.
What a game.
What a spin move by Epps to get that last
Here
bucket.
comes Epps, pushes off, got away with it.
Double
Back
dribble,
it comes to Stander. Now Stander leans in, drives left side. He puts it up too strong. Rebound out of bounds. It's going to be Viking ball as Weigel could not control it.
One of these nights, we're going to have to keep track how many times Kevin Stander hits the floor.
Oh, my. And here comes Jimmy Thomas back into the game. He's going to replace Michael Connor. Wow. 76-74. MidAm with the lead. Vikings will have the ball. That move by Epps. Spun.
He left three people in the dust when he made that spin.
Run back to the right, put it right underneath the arm, I think, of Jacob.
He had him double teamed.
Oh.
They were double teamed, and when he spun back, he was wide open. And somebody else picked him up.
And had to put English on the ball to get it over the lip of the rim. Thomas, baseline, goes through a couple of big guys, flips it up, no good. Rebound, Law Brown had it, lost it. And quickly the other way. Here comes Clark. They dump it underneath. They get back, and Collard with a layup, 2-on-1. Boy, they get back in a hurry, 78-74. 2:23 left.
Need a good possession this time, guys.
Plenty of time. Thomas, top of the key, off to Epps. Epps working against Collard. Now French comes out. Epps stays behind him. Fires a long three. Oh, that one rimmed it out. Pope tips it in. Pope with the offensive rebound and tip in. 78-76.
James Pope's 8 points in the second half. He's really come to life here after intermission.
2 minutes to go. That's pretty good small college basketball this afternoon. Timeout taken by Rocky Lamar. You want to see good basketball? The Heart of America, NAIA, pretty good game.
Yeah, this has been a great game. It's been a great game today.
Vikings average 68 points a game. They're at 76. And the Pioneers average 80 points a game. They're at 78.
Yeah.
This is what it's all about.
It's been a good, well-played game.
What a game. Glad to have all of you with us on Stretch Internet and also on livestream.com. And we'll do it again Monday night. Benedictine will be here, and Thursday, Avila. And then next Saturday, we'll be at Graceland. We'll be on Stretch only, no video, at least on our end, on next Saturday. Reminder, the social next Thursday night. And thanks to our great video crew that we have working with us, Chaz Matty and his crew doing the job today. Chaz Matty is, of course, the director of our television. James O'Sullivan's up there. Tyrone Ritter and Kendra Duncan, our crew today, bringing us this doubleheader.
And they're part of your mass comm department. You got a great mass communications, some great young people.
Chaz Matty is the television instructor, and he's one of the best production people in the state of Missouri.
Yeah, Chaz is a great guy. Ken, has anybody been ahead by more than about 4 or 5 points in this game?
I think we had a 5-point lead in this half, and they may have gone up by 5 once in the first half.
I mean, nobody's been ahead by as many as 6 or 7, I don't think.
No.
It's been seesaw back and forth the entire afternoon.
We had the ball up by 5 here in this half and could not score, and that's when French started to hit the free throws. 78-76, 1:52 to go. Here's the lob underneath. Nice pass to French, and he's fouled. Law Brown tried to front him. beautiful pass.
That wasn't on law.
No, he was in front of him. Weigel will come back in.
30. No, they did. Maybe they called it.
They did call it on him. I thought he was fronting, but he picks it up. 20 points for Lawrence Brown, the Chicago junior. What a game for Lawrence Brown this afternoon. All right, Kendall Hayes, big moment for this young man coming in. 78-76. French back at the free throw line. He's been there a lot today.
It's a 2-point lead for Mid-America. 1:47 left in the game. So French, we've got him, 8 out of 11 is what I've got him.
Yeah, I've got him 8 out of 11 from the line.
It's unofficial.
And he is nothing but money from that line. Wow. 79-76. 1:47 remaining. Next free throw. Good.
You know, the Vikes have really done a very good job on Rustin Dowd. He only has 1 basket in the second half. 12 points in the first half, but he's only got 3 buckets for the game. Most of his damage from the free throw line.
Here's Stander out front to Hayes. We need a bucket. Jim Thomas, top of the key. Gives it off to Epps. Epps right in front of the Viking bench, guarded by Collard. Spins in the lane again. Teardrop up. Missed this one. Rebound Thomas. Jim Thomas had it. Now Collard takes it away from him. The ball up the sideline was loose. Dowd picked it up. Gave it back to Collard to put up the layup, and now a foul is going to be called. And they're going to call a block. Did that ball go in?
No, it didn't go in. It did not go in.
Oh, and I don't know. That's a tough.
I don't think it went in, did it?
Well, I can't see what happened on the far side, but if Justin Collard somehow kept that ball in bounds, I will be amazed.
I was watching the play.
Ooh, they called that basket good. I guess it went in.
I was watching Kevin Stander. I didn't think it did, but maybe it did.
It did. They caught the basket.
No, now it goes back. No, they didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't think that went in.
I didn't think it went in. Boy, that was a tough call. That was a rough call.
Yeah, that could have gone either way. And Kevin got down there very quickly. He's so quick. And, and there's just that fine line between what's a block and what's a charge. And this time it goes
looked like he was there. But, again,
that's his second.
I just don't know how they kept the ball in bounds on the other side.
That's a good hustle by MidAm that time.
Hustle.
Very intense.
Everybody.
I'm intense. Everybody's intense here.
Misses the first free throw. You'll have another one.
Maybe that was poetic justice. Who knows?
80-76, 1:19 to go.
Regardless, the Vikes need a great possession this next time down the court. Need to be very patient, get a good shot. Still got quite a bit of time left.
Free throw, missed it. Rebound Pope. Still a 4-point game. Collard missed them both. Now the other way. Here's Pope. You have time almost to travel. Stander gives it back to Thomas. Down to 1:07 to go. 80-76.
Be patient, guys. Get a good look.
Stander works it down low. Here's Hayes. His turnaround goes in. It kind of hit the side of the rim, kind of stuck between the backboard and the rim for a moment, and then went in.
I thought that was going to lip off the side, and all of a sudden it just takes a turn and drops through the net. So, what a big shot. It's down to a 2-point game.
80-78 is our score with 58.3 seconds remaining. Wow.
Now we're going to get to go out and drive around the ice and snow after doing this,
That's all right. 80-78, 58.3 seconds remaining. Now both teams over the 10 foul limit. So be 2 shots. But boy, Collard missed them both.
Yeah, that's big break. And then boy, to get that roll on Kendall Hayes' jump shot. Nice pass as Kevin Stander got it into Kendall on the block. He spun, went up with that soft left-hand shot and had enough English on it to kick it back into the basket.
All right, French will inbound to Dowd. They'll surely keep that ball in Dowd's hand for quite a bit of this possession.
Well, that's when you like, if you're Mid-America, you like a veteran like him directing the traffic out there. He's been here before many times.
They've got the starters back into the lineup. Here's Langer. Top of the key. They work it underneath, and a foul before they pass
Kendall
inside
Hayes,
to
Luke Thomas,
and he's fouled.
Yep. That's 4 on, I believe that's 4 on Hayes.
They worked it inside to Luke Thomas, who I have him 2 out of 5 from the 2 out of. Well, he's missed several free throws.
He's 2 out of 2 out of 6, I think.
And Luke Thomas.
2 out of 8. 2 out of 8. I've got him 2 out of 8.
Misses this one. He barely hit the front of the rim on that one. I think the students across the way got to it.
Yeah, they're a big crowd over there.
They're giving him the business.
He's a good ball player. Luke Thomas, the leading scorer on this team, 14.5. He's a good player.
80-78. Here's the next free throw. This one is too hard. Bounding around. Pope with a rebound. Missed them both. Vikings have it. 41 seconds to go. 80-78. Epps into the forecourt around a good screen by Pope. Now stops. He's in trouble. Gives it to Pope at the free throw line. Back it comes to Thomas as the Pioneers really ratchet up the defensive pressure here. Here comes Thomas. Back to Pope. Open. Top of the key. Lets it fly. Got it. Three-pointer. Oh, what a shot. James Pope has had a half. Pope gives his team the lead. 20 seconds to go as Pope buries a triple from the top of the key. 81-80. 20 seconds to go, and I think we have a timeout.
Yeah, I think.
Well, that's a three.
Yeah.
Now the question whether it's a 2 or a 3, but he was outside the line.
I thought he was too, but 20 seconds left. It's either going to be tied up or the Vikings are going to be ahead by 1. I think they're going to check. I think now Rocky Lamar and MidAm are going to take a timeout. They haven't put the shot up yet. They've still got it 80-78. It's either going to be 80-80 or 81-80 Vikings.
Oh, I thought I saw one of the out officials whistle that as a 3.
They have not put the score of the basket. I don't know if they're looking at I don't know what they're talking about, something over here, but that basket yet has not been recorded on the scoreboard.
Do what we did on our live stream. Put it up. We've got it on ours.
Yeah.
But ours doesn't count. 80-78 is what they have on the board, but it should be a 3, and I think they're checking on that right now.
James Pope, 11 points, all in the second half. And did he step up and shoot that with confidence? He didn't hesitate. Set the feet and let her fly, and nothing but net.
Now we have to stop them, and they're going to be going inside. I still don't know what the score is.
Well, we don't. I don't know what the officials. They're looking at something. Maybe they've got a monitor there. I don't know what they're looking at, but they're standing there.
They may be talking about the time on the clock. I
don't know
what they're doing.
Somehow the Vikes either have 2 or 3 more points than what's up on the board right now.
19. There they go. Now they put the 3-pointer.
They gave it the 3. Good job.
I think that what they were doing was looking at the time and when the timeout was called.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was a 3, but you didn't know. But
19.5 seconds remaining. 81-80. Valley with the lead after the 3 by James Pope.
Now Rustin Dowd, I'm sure he'll be involved in this play somewhere. You got Dowd, Langer, a couple of veterans. Thomas for the Vikings. It's Pope, Kendall Hayes, Jim Thomas, Kevin Stander, and Jordan Epps on the floor.
French will inbound the ball at midcourt. Swings it in backcourt to Rustin Dowd. The shot clock is off. Down to 15. Dowd with a right-handed dribble. Stops, looks underneath. Gets it to French. He spins and is fouled away from the ball. A foul on Hayes away from the ball.
Yeah, that was not on French. French had the ball, but I don't think he's going to be on the line. I'm not sure. Is it going to be Thomas?
I think maybe it's Clark.
Clark. No, I think maybe it's going to be Thomas again. I'm thinking. I'm not sure.
Well, the foul was on Hayes, and he's just fouled out of the game. That's his 5th. And that's 6-1. We may be behind after these free throws, but we're at least going to have the last shot. 10.5.
I think Luke Thomas is going to be on the line, and he's again the leading scorer on this team on the season, but he's 2 out of 10 tonight from the line.
Yep, it will be Luke Thomas. 81-80, 10.5 to go. 2 shots coming here for Thomas. They were trying to get him open on the baseline.
Well, no matter what happens, the Vikes will probably get the last shot. They should, unless something goes awry here.
And Thomas hits that one. Cool customer knocks that one down.
That was nothing but net.
At 81.
Right up and splashed it down.
Collard will check in now. Vikings, will they take a timeout or they already have the play call?
Nick Diotta, James Pope. We got a screen out on this free throw here.
Free throw by Thomas on the way. Got them both. Well, he missed some, but he hit that one, and now a timeout. 82-81. Vikings will have one more crack at it with 10.5 seconds to go.
And you got to give Luke Thomas credit. The whole crowd was yelling. He's had a rough night, 2 out of 10 from the line. I mean, he stepped right up there with 10 seconds left, team down by 1, and drained 2 free throws.
Well, let's see what we do now. You know what? I'd almost clear this thing out one side and say, Jordan Epps,
yeah,
go.
Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Your
Get
magic.
in that lane. Let's
do
see
your
what
magic.
happens.
Let's see that spin move one more time.
I think that's probably what I would, if I was coaching, I would say, let's take it down to about 5 seconds. And Mr. Epps, you go to the right side wherever you feel comfortable, and everybody get out of his way.
Yeah. Well, the people here have got their money's worth. Great. This is as good a game as I've seen, in a long time. And boy, it'd sure be nice to pull this one out.
What a game. 82-81. Mid-America Nazarene with the lead. 10.5 seconds.
We're back here Monday night. Another good team, another good men's and women's teams. Benedictine comes in here, and then Thursday night's alumni night, the alumni social, the Avila men and Lady Eagles come in here.
I think Valley still has a timeout remaining. I just heard James Pope say that, and that would be important in case they can't get the ball in bounds. Let's see how the Pioneers play it defensively.
Pike's got to take it the length of the floor with 10.5 seconds left, down by 1.
Pioneers, I thought, they're going to put some pressure on the backcourt. Connor will inbound the ball. A 1-point lead. Gets into Epps. Here we go. Here comes Epps working against Collard. Epps brings it right side. Epps takes it baseline all the way. Goes up. Misses the shot. He's fouled.
He's fouled.
Did they call it a charge or a block? It's going to be a blocking foul.
He's going to have 2 shots. Jordan's going to have 2 shots.
French.
Assistant athletic director Colin Smith over on the side trying to keep the crowd off the floor. I don't think I'd want to mess with Colin.
Wow. Well, that was what we called. Epps took it, and boy, he went in strong. He'll have 2 now. And
2.9 seconds left. So
1 out of 2 from the free throw line.
Huge throws here for the conference's leading scorer, Jordan Epps.
Young man out of Nixie. He's a freshman. Doesn't play like
his first one's a big one.
Got it. Tie game. Epps hits the first one. Tie game at 82. 2.9 to go. And now a timeout has been taken by the Pioneers. Well, if you score here, you better get somebody back in a hurry because and don't go over the back on a rebound.
No.
Because they get that ball up court in about 1.5 seconds.
With Rustin Dowd, he missed. He's magical. I mean, anything can happen with him. So got to knock this free throw down and then play good, solid defense.
2.9 seconds.
It used to be in basketball, 2.2 seconds, the game's over. Now with the three-point shot and everything else, of course, three-point won't make any difference here, but as quick as kids are today, they can run that floor in no time flat.
Can the Vikings pull off their second straight upset?
How about Jordan Epps, stepping up the line with confidence and knocking down that free throw? All the pressure in the world on him, and he delivers.
17 points for the young man now. Or excuse me, I've got him with 12, 50, 17 points.
11 in the first half, 6 this half.
Oh. Missed it. We may go to overtime. French lobs it three-quarter court. Missed it. We're going to overtime. Oh. Jordan Epps rims it out with 2.9 to go.
Wow.
But we're going to play an extra 5 minutes. Well, a heck of a game, and nobody feels worse about it but Jordan Epps, but here we go again. And the problem now is that Hayes and Brown have both fouled out of the game.
Yeah, they have.
Oh.
Yeah, Lionel DeLiska, and Nick Diotta are going to have to hold the lion's share of the load inside for the Vikings.
Well, MidAm gets a break there because the young man thought he was going to knock that free throw down, and I have no problem he was going to make it. When he missed it, English got the rebound, or French got the rebound, but he just had to fire it from about three-quarter court. Well, let's see if the Vikings can go on a little run here with 5 minutes to go.
Lionel DeLiska is getting ready to check back in, and I've got him with 3 fouls. I've got Diotta with 3. And, of course, Lawrence Brown and Kendall Hayes both fouled out. So, boy, it would have been nice if Jordan could have knocked down that second free throw. But the big one was the first one. That got it tied. So let's see what happens.
Well, for the second time, we'll go to the center circle and have a jump ball.
And you said don't have to do that very often, but
you have to do it
today's
today.
One of those days we'll do it twice.
Well, that's a tough one. Well, what you have to do now, Joe, is get back up. You missed it. You thought maybe you were going to win this game in regulation. You didn't. Now get back up.
Yeah, and the Vikings, the pressure's still got to be on Mid-America. They're the team that has the pressure on them right now.
James Pope will jump it up against Jacob French. Ball in the air, controlled by Dowd and the Pioneers. So here we go, extra 5 minutes. Vikings had a chance, couldn't get it done.
It's kind of tough to play the last minute with all that tension and stress and go back. Now we got a whole 5 minutes left.
Here's Dowd, works in the corner. Down to Thomas, who hit 2 big free throws, don't forget. French outside shot, got it. French has really had a huge second half. 84-82, Pioneers. Now into the forecourt is Jordan Epps. I don't care if he missed
French
that
with 22 points.
free throw or not. That young man can play. Here's Epps, 15-footer, got it! Boy, he went to that free throw line and knocked it down. Good to see the young freshman come back, tied at 84.
Yeah, great move, great quick move, pulled up with the jumper, and Jordan says, give me the ball, and he did the rest.
Now the Pioneers are slowing things down at midcourt. Try to get it off to French. Reaching around was Pope, and he fouled Thomas.
And that'll be James. Well, that's James' 4th foul, I believe.
He's got 4. Brown and Hayes have fouled out. 3 for Deleska. Thomas with 3. Diata has 3. And Thomas missed some free throws, but he buried a couple of big ones just moments ago. 4:07 to go in overtime. Misses again. Why couldn't he have done that a little earlier?
I don't know.
He'll have another one.
28 fouls on the Vikings, 16 tonight on MidAm.
Bends the knee, fires, got this one to go.
Got a nice roll.
Well, it's a 1-point game, 85-84. Nazarene with the lead and the Vikings with the ball.
At least it's a 1-point, not a 2-point lead.
Epps, top of the key, takes it right side. Here he comes again, underneath to Leska, scores his foul. What an assist by Jordan Epps. He took it strong the right side, flipped it off to Deleska, who would not be denied on the way up, and he was fouled.
Wow, boy, the Vikes and Deleska can knock this down. He can make this a 2-point lead. Boy, what a nice, again, give Jordan Epps all the credit in the world. He was not going to be denied. But again, give him the credit for not forcing the ball up, for finding the open man.
And Deleska gathered himself, did not put the ball on the floor, and laid it off the glass. And now the young man trying to complete the 3-point play, and he does.
Nice
Lionel
job,
Deleska.
Lionel. I've got Lionel with 9 points now.
87-85 Valley, 3:53 to go in overtime. Dowd working the right side, cut off by Thomas, now works high post, they throw it away. French was trying to throw it, I guess, to Collard on the baseline, but he just whistled it right between two blue jerseys to one of the cheerleaders. Vikings ball.
And I think this Mid-America team, if I'm not mistaken, they lost an overtime game at home a week ago today to Benedictine.
Didn't they play Wednesday night in overtime too? I think they won at Baker in overtime.
Yeah, was that overtime? I didn't know that was overtime. Might have been.
3:36 to go. Vikings with a 2-point lead in the ball. Stander, top of the key, off to Thomas, wing right side. Thomas works it down low. They give it back to Thomas. Thought about the jump shot, didn't take it. Back into Deleska. Deleska finds Epps streaking to the basket. Oh, good! Deleska waited for Epps. He came down the middle and scored, and now a blocking foul on Jim Thomas as he tried to get in front of Dowd, and they're going to whistle him for the block. His 4th foul.
What a cut. What a cut by Jordan Epps. And like you said, Deleska waited. Said, come on, little guy, get open, and that's exactly what Epps did and laid it in. And Jordan 2 buckets here in the overtime.
Well, Dowd at the free throw line. Dowd, I have him 8 for 8 from the line after shooting just 50-some% on the season.
I got Epps with 21 points on the game. Yeah,
89,
Dowd only 2 points here in the second half.
3:17 to go. Made another free throw, the young man.
Perfect 9 out of 9.
Boy, they have shot a ton of free throws. I mean a ton of free throws.
Yeah.
Dowd gets them both. And you stand in the gym, practice free throws, and it pays off in games like this. 89-87 Valley, 3:14 left. A lot of time in this overtime.
Run your offense, guys. Yep. Run your O.
Stander out front. Now looks for help. Finds Thomas, gets it to Deleska. Now he hands it to Thomas. Thomas trying to clear some space with 17 on the shot clock. Brings it back to the top of the key. 2:55 to go. Off to Diata. Diata lost the ball. Dowd just took it away from him. Now here comes Dowd the other way. Spins. Loses it. Picks it up on the baseline. Looks underneath for Thomas. Not there. Back out it comes to Collard. Collard to Dowd. Fakes the 3. Diata comes out on him. 2:39 left. 26 on the shot clock. 2-point Valley lead. Collard working the right side. He gives it out there for Clark. Whistle and a hold and a foul on the floor.
Is that Deleska? No, Jim Thomas.
Jim Thomas has just fouled out of the game. That's the 3rd Valley player to foul out of this game. I mean, the free throw totals are incredible for Mid-America.
Yeah, and that's going to give the Vikings a 2-point lead, and that's going to put, I'm not sure who's going to be on the line, but he'll have 2 shots, whomever. Now Mike Connor comes back in for the Vikings.
Unofficially, I've got them with about 23, 28,
you keep talking.
33,
I'll figure it out
34, about 40 free throws. Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood.
I'll figure it out there.
And at the line is a guy who makes most of them, Jacob French. And forget any 1-and-1. It's 2 shots the rest of the way. Vikings have had 3 players foul out. Lawrence Brown, Kendall Hayes, and now Jim Thomas. French free throw, got it.
That's the 34th free throw they've hit. That's the 34th free throw they've hit.
They've made. Wow. 2:31 to go, 89-88. Valley had a 4-point lead. It's down to 1. French could tie it and does. Wow. They're going to make 40 free throws in this game. 89 all, 2:29 left.
I got him 33 out of 47.
Okay, 2:40 to go. Here comes Epps, free throw line. He was bumped. Now backs away from Collard. Gives it off to Michael Connor. Connor, as they run that weave out front. Connor, top of the key, off to Standard. 2:14 to go.
I would not be afraid to see Michael Connor take a shot.
Now Stander's fouled way out high as he tried to get around the screen.
David Clark, I think, is going to get the foul. If that's the case, he just fouled out of the game.
21, David
Clark. That's his 5th foul.
Oh, he's gone. Remember that game we played at Mid-America with about 3 overtimes?
Yeah, and we won it.
Yeah.
We won it up there. Somebody about the 10th man on the team hit a shot off the baseline at the buzzer to send it into overtime.
89 all. Now it'll be Kevin Stander's turn at the line.
2:10 left. I don't have much left in the tank.
I'm about done. I'm about done. I can't imagine what these young men are.
Oh, they're going to be
right
drained.
now.
They're going to be. They're Yeah, it's a shame one team's going to have to lose this game, either team,
All right, here we go. Oh, it's going to be Pope at the line. They didn't foul Stander. They fouled Pope as he was setting the screen, tried to run through a screen.
He's had a big second half.
James will have a couple of them here. First one good.
I tell you, James Pope just playing better and better every game out.
Now the Vikes are back up.
12 points for
89.
James, all in the second half, in the overtime.
Got them both.
Good job, James.
So Valley up by 2, 91-89, 2:09 to go. Here's Jacob French, 2:05 left. French gives it off to Collard. Collard way out by the Viking at midcourt, back to French. French between the circle, spins inside the lane, lost the handle on it, dumps underneath, and the foul is going to be called as they had Luke Thomas wide open. The only thing that Standard could do was push him.
And Kevin only has, I think, 2 fouls. That's his 3rd, so that was probably a great foul right there, especially with Luke Thomas. Luke's
1:56 left.
3 out of 11, or 3 out of 12 from the line here.
Yeah, he has struggled. And he's hitting them now. He's found his range now.
Yep, he's a big-time player. Big time, big-time players step up in big times, and he's a good one.
1:56 left. Are we going to be tied again? Second free throw on the way. Missed it. Rebound, Deleska. Vikings have a 1-point lead in the ball.
Under 2 minutes.
Jordan Epps walks it into the forecourt. He drives, lost the handle, picks it back up. Now off to Pope, off to Connors. They run a little weave out front. Deleska comes to set a screen. Here's Connor driving inside, has it blocked. Big block there. And I don't know if it was Dowd who got it or French. Big block, 1:32 left.
I couldn't see if it was contact or not. I couldn't
the other way, here's Collard driving. He has the shot blocked. It's picked up on the baseline by Thomas. 24 on the shot clock, 1:22 to go. They did not reset the shot clock on that. Langer in the corner to Collard, and what do we have here? Going to call another foul on Stander.
That'll be his 4th.
My goodness. That's 4 on Kevin. He thought it was an offensive push, but he's going to be called for his 4th
It's going to put Luke Thomas back on the line again.
Well, I tell you what, and Rocky Lamar got on these officials throughout the game, and they have gotten a ton of calls here down the stretch. Now, Probably deservedly so, but Thomas hit. No, this free throw thing is, they're going to have, what did you say? They're going to have close to 40
they were 30.
points.
I had them 33 out of 47 here. That's
almost
several
crazy.
free throws ago.
And he hits them both, Thomas, so they've got a 1-point lead, 92-91, 1:14 to go. All right, Vikings need to score here. Here's Epps. They had a 4-point lead, couldn't hold that one. Epps off to Connor. Michael gives it around to Standard. 3 on the way, won't go. Rebound, another foul over the top.
Maybe James Pope just fouled out of the game.
That's the 4th Viking to foul out of this game.
I'm not sure it's on Pope. I'm thinking maybe. Nope, they called on Lionel Deliska. That's his fourth. That's his fourth.
That's his fourth. 1:02 to go, 92-91.
And guess who's back on the line?
Here is Thomas, free throw, got it, and he's hit some down the stretch. I don't know if I've ever seen a game where a team's going to have 40 points from the free throw line.
Overtime, he's come in, he's got 5 out of 7 in the overtime period.
And he could give him a 3-point lead. 1:02 to go. Here's the next one by Thomas. He's really settled down from the line. Misses this one. Pope has it, battle for it, and there's a lot of reaching and grabbing going on, and Pope just holds on to the ball.
But it's still just a 2-point game.
54 seconds to go, 93-91. We'll take a timeout here.
I think maybe Mr. Epps will handle the ball on this play.
Wow. My score sheet where I have free throws is just almost looks like a blackout.
I'm going to add these up again. I'll try it again.
A ton of free throws by the Pioneers. It's been a long game. 52.3 seconds to go, 93-91. That's the 4th foul on the list.
They've made 39, and they've missed 1, 2, 3. Excuse me for counting out loud, folks.
That's fine.
That's the way I can count.
It's fine. They've made 39 free throws. Wow.
They've missed 15. So whatever
54 free throws.
54.
Oh, my goodness.
39 out. Let's see, on the flip side, the Vikings are 1, 2, 3.
Wow. 93-91.
I got the Vikings at 16 out of 21.
21 free throws we have shot, and they've made 39. All right.
They shot 54. They shot 54. They're 33 or 39 out of 54. We're 16 out of 21.
Vikings have it down by 2. 52.3 seconds to go. In it comes in the backcourt to Jordan Epps. Epps will bring it up. This is a huge possession here. Epps off to Stander. Stander right side. Looks underneath for Deliska. Not there. Back out to Epps. 15 on the shot clock. 41 on the game clock. Here comes Epps. Double teamed out front. Epps round a screen. Gives it to Connor. Connor top of the key. Down to 7. Off it comes to Epps. Epps. Nice move. Stops. Pops. Puts it up. Tough shot. Doesn't get it. Gets his own shot. He's fouled on the way up. Got his own miss.
French.
Wow. Epps missed it. Deliska got a piece of it. It came back to Epps, who followed his own shot and then was fouled.
Yeah, great hustle by Jordan. You know, and I think the key might be Michael Connor, because they're not going to let Jordan Epps do anything. I mean, he was triple teamed. I mean, he's still doing things, but they're triple teaming him. Boy, if Michael can get open and knock down a shot, and we've seen Michael do that before.
French is fouled out of this game.
Is that 5? I don't have him for 4.
Yeah, he has 5, so he's gone. 93-91. Shot clock is off. 27.9. Epps is going to have to hit both of these.
And count the Vikings again. 1, 2. Yeah, 16. And then 16.
Well, let's see if Jordan can knock these down. Jordan, I have him 2 out of 4 from the free throw line.
I think 16 out of 21's right. Unofficially, anyway.
Epps at the line. What a great game he's played. Hits the first one.
Yeah.
He needs this one to tie it.
I think he's shown us today he's not just a good player, he's a big money player.
Yeah, he is a big-time player. Got them both. Tie game, 93 all, 28 seconds left. Here we go. Okay, give it off to Brendan Newton, who came in for French. At least you don't have French in the game.
I'm glad to see French out of there.
Now here's Dowd. They'll hold it 18-17. Dowd, top of the key. We can play another OT. They're going to hold for the last shot.
They can take the last shot. They don't have to shoot it.
Down to 10. Here comes Dowd. Dowd gives it off to Thomas. Thomas
Don't foul him.
in trouble. Back to Dowd. Dowd knocks the ball away. It's loose on the floor. Tie ball at the end of overtime. And we're going to play overtime number 2. The Vikings take it away at midcourt. Wow. We're going to play another overtime.
Wow. All right.
All right, let's go another one. What the heck? 93 alls. We head to a third overtime. I think I was going to say my goodbyes a while ago. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
When you were a kid.
Whether it was Joe DiMaggio or Jackie Robinson.
Rosa Parks or Sally Ride.
Bogart or Brando.
You're just the right age to do something important that you can be remembered for.
Even if you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, or beyond, you can register to become an organ and tissue donor.
Surprised? You shouldn't be.
Today, people of all ages and even with health conditions can sign up to donate the gift of life.
And it's so important. Every age, every ethnicity is needed.
If we all signed up, imagine the lives we could save.